Hey guys, this is Babypowder, and I'm coming to you with another one of my amazing multi-box gold guys to show you how easy it is to make lots of gold with less effort and without a group. Now, for today's farm, this is kind of like it's a material farm, but it can also possibly be a decent raw gold farm as well. It was actually shown to me by Tanker a while back, and I've just gotten around to doing it now. But it's really nice with the fact that there's so many mobs you get to kill, and it's you can do it a lot different than the other materials that are similar to this one. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it and see how it's done. Alright guys, so for this farm we are located out here in Mount Hyjal, and we are located right here as you enter the zone actually. So if you use like the portal in the Emerald Dreamway or just use the portal in your main city, it actually puts you right here, pretty much. It's right outside the tree of Nordrasil. So basically what we're doing here is we are killing these guys right here, the Scalding Rock Elementals. As you probably guessed, with killing those mobs, we are getting the Volatile Earth. Now, normally I would be like, it's earth material, it's probably not really going to sell for much, and it might not even sell as fast as the other materials, but with it being a volatile, the other volatiles sell super fast. I'm sure this one will still sell somewhat good, and on top of that, there is a ton of these mobs. Just look at how many there are, and as we start killing here, and basically you don't need to run a route if you want. I'm going to show you two different ways you can possibly do this farm probably, and this way is just the lazy way. If you want to just sit here and not pay attention, just kill things, I just set my main right here because I'd be flying around with this one, which I wanted to set my potatoes where they could actually loot the most. So I don't want to put them where the mobs are the heaviest, because I want them to get as much as they can in that spot where they're killing. So I figured there's only like 2 mobs I really have to kill here, so that's why I decided to put my main here, because they'll be flying around getting majority of the loot anyway. So that's why I decided to do that. But if you look here, as you see, we're constantly killing these mobs. There's tons and tons of them. But after you finish your killing phase, then you're gonna go and loot, and you're gonna go loot where all your potatoes are located. So as you see here, this is where my main is, like kind of like right here in this, like between these 2 big trees right here. As you see, there's like the area where you come out at, where the path is, and I got a potato you can even see right there. So right up from that, where these 2 mobs are, that's where you have your main. Okay, and right up from your main, right here, kind of around like 5 different spawn points for these mobs right here, you've got a potato, and then come over here across the path, right up from where Diamond is and where the place is where you come, like actually, you can see the portal right there to Ogrimmar. You have Square right here, so they can hit this mob up on the hill here and kill these 3 mobs right here. And then the big pack of mobs right here where Diamond is. Just look at all these that they're looting right here. Okay, and then up here you got Triangle, which is right down from where your main was, kind of where this like tree branch is kind of falling over, killing that mob back there. And it is kind of, you do kind of have to get this one right, because you have to get this one angled to where they're killing that mob, and they're also killing like both of these. Like I think they're even killing that one there. But yeah, that is the lazy way. Now, I actually probably didn't get as much loot with this farm as I probably could have, because I stopped about 10 or 15 minutes in and actually took my potato that's right here, because they're on different realms, because I'm playing on my horde side. If not, I could just trade it, but they're on different realms. So I took this potato. I was like, there's so many mobs that they're looting here, and they're getting, almost as much loot as my main. Why don't I use Potion of Treasure Finding on them as well? And actually, I probably could have for Square. Probably could have used Potion of Treasure Finding on that one too. But I used the potion on this potato because, unlike water and fire, whereas I figure it's not really worth it. they're not getting near as much as your main is, so it's really no point for them to use the potion of treasure finding. But here, this farm, it is. I mean, there's so many mobs that are in such a small cluster right here. It's no reason not to use the potion of treasure finding for that potato, and like I said, possibly even this potato, because they were getting almost as much as they were. But I told you that this farm, I was going to show you possibly 2 different ways you could do this. So this is the lazy way. You just want to sit here, watch a movie, do whatever. You don't want to pay attention to the farm except for your every minute and a half, 2 minutes or whatever to go around and loot. Okay. Now, if you actually feel like paying attention to the farm, but you want to get as much as you possibly can out of it, I would actually suggest, which I might try to do another video as like a part 2 of this farm, to kind of show, you know, the results compared to the results I will show you once I'm done going over the farm here. I would actually put like all my potatoes down here where diamond is. Okay, you might still need one up there with square so they can kill that, but you could do like a line or something. But I'd put like all my potatoes here except for possibly this one where circle is, and I would just run a route from skull to triangle. And I mean, that's not that far. You know, if you feel like running a route and you want to get as much as you possibly can, you know, put a potato up there where circle is, run from skull to triangle, and put all your other potatoes down here where square and where diamond and square are, and put potions of treasure finding on all of them, so that you can actually get those little tiny boxes and get, you know, all those other materials like pyrite ore, elementium ore, ember silk cloth. You get all the other volatiles as well. And that actually might be a lot better than, you know, of course it's probably going to be a lot better than what I'm getting now, just because, you know, they'll be getting more loot than what they're getting in their spots. But the only difference is I would have to run a route, whereas here I don't have to actually move at all. But yeah, you guys can try it too. Let me know in the comments, you know, possibly, you know, what you guys got, if you try it both ways or whatever. Like I said, I might do a part 2 as well and try that out, but that's just what I'm kind of thinking, that would work really well. I mean, I definitely was seeing good results with the tiny treasure chest that actually made it worth actually using a potion of treasure finding on my potatoes. So unlike the other volatile farms, this one's actually pretty awesome with that fact that you can do that. But anyway, guys, as far as like the macro you want to use for this farm, just like any of the other ones that I do, you just want to do /target the mob's name, which I got this one labeled as V-Earth, /target SCA, /cast Sunfire, and then the only difference is you want to use tiny treasure chest to open the little boxes. And you'll want to do that for any of the potatoes that are actually getting the boxes as well. And as far as the loot that I got when I was doing this, I mean, I had to clear my bags like 4 or 5 times. I had a vendor on them, and I mean, that is amazing. I mean, I got like almost 1,000 volatile earth. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and cut to the part where I get everybody together, get everything organized, and we'll go over exactly what I got on everybody. And we can just see how worth it is to do this farm. Alright guys, so now that we're back here and we've got everybody together and everything, and we've got everything, you know, organized, cleared out. First off, let me also mention that before I started this farm, I took all the gold off all of my toons and mailed it to one of my bank vaults, and so that way I could see just how much raw gold you get, because most of the cat items still vendor for a decent amount. Which actually you can even make more gold, because I actually ended up vendoring some items that I would normally send to enchanter and disenchant and sell the materials on the auction house. But I really wanted to see just how much you could get from this farm, so I didn't do that this time, but you could actually get more by doing that. Anyway though, as far as all the raw gold that we got almost 5,000 gold at 4,756. I added up everything. My main, of course, got the most because they fly around and get the most loot. On top of actually, you know, just vendoring the items and everything else, they also get the chests, which also have a little bit of gold, so that adds to it as well. Which also, like I mentioned, if you decide to actually not do the lazy route and you decide to actually run a route, which is the one that I showed you, I think would be pretty good. And put all of your potatoes down by where diamond is and where square is, and use potions of treasure finding on all those potatoes anyway. I believe you get a lot more out of this. So and especially if you can actually possibly get, you know, somebody to just come and cover that spot in the circle and just put all your potatoes down there. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the other stuff, because on top of getting like 5,000 gold, raw gold, we also got, you know, a whole bunch of materials, which, like I mentioned before, my main got almost 8,000. We got 987 volatile earth, which right now they're actually selling for a better price than I thought they were, at 19 gold a piece, which means each stack is going to be about 4,000 gold a stack, which is not bad at all, in about 5,000 region. And then on top of that, of course, we got the other materials here. We got those that we can sell, which actually volatile fires on this realm at least showing it's the same amount as the volatile earth. Then we got elementing ore, we got pyrite ore, we got 60 of those, 54 of the elementing ore, we got ember silk cloth, and then we did get some items that I decided not to vendor. So we got these pants here, which, you know, it could be fake value, I don't know, there's none up on the auction house right now. It's showing 22k market value, 10k region. I mean, I'll just have to try to sell them and see how it goes. We got this dagger here, 16k and 17k. These robes here, is actually 2 up on the auction house. And we got selling on my round for 10k and about 5k region value. And then we even got a blue ring that's actually showing a region market value. It doesn't even show a market value, but it's showing a region market value of about 11k. So yeah, let's go ahead and pull up our chat box and see exactly what my main got, and then we'll look at what the potatoes got and then add everything up together. So we use our macro here, and it's 100,095 gold in value, which is not bad just for the main. So, and on top of that, unlike some of the other farms where the potatoes really, it takes, you know, a lot of them to add up to about what my main gets, or something. Sometimes it's more, but this one's definitely going to be more, because one potato is looting almost just as much as my main is, which, I mean, yeah, there's a couple spots that they're hitting that my potatoes can't get to, but those two, like the one there where square is, the one where diamond is, they are getting tons of loot right there. So let's go ahead and switch over to them now, and then, like, after we look over everything, we'll add everything up and see exactly how much we made by doing this farm. Alright guys, so now that we are on my toon that's got all the loot from all the potatoes, let's go ahead and take a look at what they provided. So as you can see here, there's already more volatile earth, because it's, you know, those 2 potatoes, one by diamond and square, are getting a lot more than most potatoes do during a normal farm. And you know, the other ones are getting probably about the same amount they would normally get. But we've got 1,359 volatile earth. So I mean, that's like what, about 2,200 or so volatile earth, maybe more, for an hour. So that's not bad at all, and they're actually selling pretty decent on this realm. I mean, this is actually a pretty good value if they're still posted for that. It's like showing 37 gold a piece, and then 25 gold well, still region value is going to be the same, but 37 gold a piece, and getting that many of them, that's pretty good. Also, like I said, you can use your the potion of treasure finding on your potato. So again, we've got the other volatiles, which normally we don't get on this realm because of the fact that we don't use the potion of treasure finding on our potatoes for any of the other volatile farms, because it's just not worth it. But as you see right here, we got, actually, we got 41 volatile air. That's pretty awesome. We also got 38 pyrite ore, so the ores are actually a lot less, of course, because they didn't get as many of the little boxes. But definitely with the other volatiles, it's pretty up there, you know, especially that volatile air at 41. Let's see. Then as far as the other items go, there's some here that, you know, they're showing pretty decent value, and I still felt they were worth keeping, but I'm not really going to get into those. But these ones right here, I mean, we got this cloak here showing it's up on my round for 14k, selling for, or it's got a region value of 10k. We've got this pole arm. It's showing it's got a it's selling on my realm for about almost 100k, and it's got a region value actually of only 17k, so might actually be posted way too high there. We got this mace here showing 62k on my realm and 28k region. This crossbow here, 69k, almost 70k my realm and 57k region, almost 58k region. Another one of those maces, actually, it's the same one. Then we got axe here for 20k, 20k. Another cloak here, the same one, I think. Yep, swamp light. So another one of those. And then we've got these blue items here. We got another one of those rings. Again, 11k and 11k. We got a blue cloak, 44k my realm, almost 30k region. And then two of these gloves, only 3k and 6k, but I still put them up there because they're blue and decent value, and they have a 0.03 sell rate, so it's not bad at all. So let's go ahead and pull up our chat box and see exactly what the potatoes got. As you see, it's probably gonna be a lot more, and it might be inflated a little bit, especially with like things like that, but it shouldn't be too much. But anyway, that's showing them at 557,177 gold in value. Now on top of the 4,756 gold we got with raw gold, and if we put in the 100,095 gold on my main, and then this 557,177, that's 662,028 gold in value. Now, like I said, some of these items might be inflated and they might not actually sell for that much. They might not sell at all. But just looking at the volatiles, that is, just with them alone, this stack right here is 7,000 gold, and we've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stacks. That's still decent value just on them and getting that 5,000, raw gold. So about 7,000 and 6 stacks. That's 42,000 gold. That's not bad at all, just for the volatile earth. So yeah, I definitely think this farm is definitely worth a try. And like I said, you can probably get even more if you decide to put, basically all your potatoes down there where diamond was, and except for the one that was up there where circle is located at. But it just will require you to run a route on your main. That's the only difference. All right, guys. So to conclude the video on the volatile earth, now this is an amazing video. Thank you so much, Tinker, for showing me this. Yeah, I know volatile earth, you think of it like, hey, this doesn't have near as much value as the other ones, but actually, really, when we looked at it today, it really wasn't too bad. One of the rounds is up to like almost 40 gold a piece, and we got over 2,000 of the volatiles. That's a lot of value. And then on top of that, with killing that many and actually being able to use a potion of treasure finding on a potato, that just, is really, really good. Also, not bad for the raw gold. 5,000 gold in 1 hour, not bad at all. Like I said, I'll probably do a part 2 of this farm to kind of see, how well it can actually turn out with, actually running around on my main and actually having potion of treasure finding on pretty much all my potatoes except for maybe the one, and see how well that turns out, because I think it can be really good. Again, that would actually turn out to more raw gold because you actually get more gold from the little tiny treasure chest. So yeah, it'd be really interesting to see how well that works, and you guys too. If you decide to try this farm, maybe try both ways and let me know your results. Definitely like to see it. Leave it down there in the comments. But anyway, guys, if you like the video, make sure you leave a comment down below. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss another one of these amazing multi-box gold guides I have coming out. Also, if there is a farm you want me to check out and possibly post a video, go and leave a comment down below so I can check it out and see if it works, just like Tinker did with this video. He came out and showed me how to, show me where this farm was and everything, and I definitely thought it was really, really showed promise, and decided to try it myself, and it seems like it's really good. So yeah, you guys can do that too. Also, guys, don't forget that I am streaming on Twitch, and every other Sunday I give away a WoW token. The link is down below. There's also links for Twitter and Facebook. You can come check me out there. But anyway, guys, that's about all I have. This is Babypowder. Peace. I'm out.